Hi, this is Haley Zavaro. Today I want to show you a really cool website that was recently upgraded. So it's called onlinestopwatch.com, and here we start with some timers. So there are many different kind of timers. You can do all sorts of things with those timers. So timers can be just a regular hourglass timer, where you have a task. You want to tell students to maybe write a paragraph or answer questions, and you want to allocate time. So you can start with 3 minutes, set, and when you're ready or they're ready, you start. They have the timer, so that really helps with classroom management and focus. When you're done, it rings, the alarm goes off, and that's it. So you have plenty of timers. When you scroll down, you can see everything that this website has to offer. So here are the classroom timers. You can use the dynamite, and you can use sci-fi and space timers. For example, this one. So let's say you have 1 minute, you want to do 1 minute, or let's do something quick. Let's do 5 seconds, set. Students can also gamble and say, I think the yellow one is going to win the race, or the orange one is going to win the race. And then it has music as well. So the yellow one won. Okay, so those are also. You can also use the monster race. You can teach colors and animals this way if you teach English. There you go. Okay, another thing that you could do in this website is here. So you have random name pickers. Random name pickers are those, all sorts of name pickers. This basically is like a random name picker that we've used before, which was very similar to this. You put your student's name on here and you spin. And then let's say Emily 1. You can use this to call out names, or to enforce participation, or to give prizes, or for classroom management. Let's say you say that whenever I draw a name, if that student is actually working nicely, then that student gets a prize. It could be anything. So how do we insert our students' names? So for every random name picker, all of these, and we have a few, we have this. For each one, there's a settings button here. You click it, and then you can basically just highlight everything, erase, and insert your students' names. For instance, Dana, Ron, Ben, Daniel, Shani, Hila, and then set. And let's say this is your class, you can use this. One important thing to do is to click save. And then it says saved, click this link. And you want to save this link for all your classes. And then it will work. So if you want to save this link and to have this always ready for your class, let's say 4th grade or 5th grade, then all you do is you save the link. So one thing I like to do is to just click here, and then you save this. So you can basically copy and you can put a shortcut on your desktop with this link. So you can write grade 6 name picker and save it on your desktop. And then when you click it, you go right inside your list of names. You can also simply copy the list of names, and go to a different random name picker. For example, let's say you want to use a crane claw picker. You click here, you erase the list of names that it's on there, and you paste your list of names with Dana, Ron, Ben, Daniel, Shani, and Hila, and you click Save as New. It says, please make unique name for this list, so you can write grade 6 and then save as new. And then you have the list. You can draw a name, and then you have Shani. Now, in order to save this, you do the same thing. You highlight and you copy, and then you can put it again on your desktop with a shortcut and say grade 6 crane, claw crane, seal, end, and then you have it. To make this more easier, you can do a new folder for your class, grade 6, and put those links inside your folder. That way your desktop is nice and clean. So what else does this website offers? So you have different name pickers, which is really nice. It really elevates motivation and excitement in the class. You have the hat. Okay, and there's Magic Box, Cog Machine, Jack in the Box, a piggyback, everything that you see here. Now, another thing that there is winner name pickers, first place, second place, and third place. So here it's really cute. You can, again, let's say you want to draw names, decide who's the winner, just randomly, not based on anything specific. You put your list of names again, and you can also copy and paste. Okay, save, and click here to save. And then you can, for example, let's say you need 3 volunteers to come to the board. Then you choose the first volunteer, the second, and the third. You can also say that the first one has to write 5 words, the second volunteer writes 3 words, and the third volunteer writes 1 word. So it's up to you what you do with it in class. You can do all sorts of fun things. We have third place. Okay, so this is how it works, and again, you can save this on your desktop or in a file. You can also copy this to a Word file. Okay, another thing I like doing on this website is chance games. You have dice, and dice is always very, very nice for speaking activities, group activities, or questions. For example, I like to use this thing I downloaded off the internet. It's called Roll, Read, and Color a Word. So for example, if we get 1, the whole class can read everything. Clang, clap, clip, club, clog. Of course, this works on the blends and vowels. If we get 2, we read flag, flip, flop, flap, flap, and flex, and so on. There are other reading dice activities like this one, where we can read what we come up with, and we can also just read 1 each time. So let's say we get 1 on the cube, we read chat, or for example, group number 1 would read chat. And then if we get 4, we read chew. If we get 5, we read she, ship. And if we get 1 again, then we don't read chat again, we read beach. If we get 4 again, we read chick. We can do this in groups, individually, or anything at all. And so we can use those random cubes, for example, this one, digitally, and then read one of them. Let's say we have 5, so we go back and we read 5, thin. We can also read others. Here are other ideas for roll and read. This is another thing I saw on the internet. What is your opinion? And this is after reading a story. So let's say we get 1 on the cube, we read which character from the story would make the best friend. Or number 2, if you could change one part of the story, what would you change? And this is basically discussion questions about a book. These are speaking tasks. For example, if we get 1, have you ever cooked a magnificent meal? Or number 4, have you ever been on a real adventure? This is when we want to encourage speaking skills. We want to encourage students to speak in English, or maybe just to get to know each other. This is from TESOL Teacher Talk, tesolteachtalk.com. So as you can see, there are many different cubes here. There are also color pop dice, and spinner. It's also in the form of a spinner. You also have rock, paper, scissors. Okay, so scissors beat paper. So what you can do in class is you can decide who starts, who begins, or whose turn is it, which group will start first. If it's a game show, then who starts. If it's something to volunteer, some volunteer work, then you can do that. Other things, as you can see, he loves me not. No, yes. And then eventually, yes. So those things elevate motivation and excitement in the classroom whenever you need to elevate motivation. Another thing you have on here is exam timers. If you click the exam timers, you could see things that really help students with their exam and knowing how much time they have left. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it gave you a few ideas for your classroom. And my name was Healy. Have a great day. Bye.